So, guys and girls, Rob here, and the second start for Jacob deGrom, and he is definitely hoping, I'm sure, for a better outcome than what he was. He's hoping for another good outcome. I'm sorry, not a better outcome, another good outcome. And he is looking for the same type of situation he had in game one. And in game two, he actually won this one. So he went to 2-0 after this game in Washington against Steven Strasburg. Let me give you the rundown of their batting order. Conforto, Cabrera, Cespedes, Bruce, Frazier, Adrian Gonzalez, Plawecki, Reyes, deGrom. And let's see, Washington Nats, 2018. Little did they know a year later they're going to win the World Series. Eaton, Rendon, who's going now, Harper, Ryan Zimmerman, Howie Kendrick, Turner, Montero, Strasburg batting 8th, and Michael A. Taylor batting 9th for the Nats. So it's I think it's going to be another offensive outburst of game right here, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, Michael Conforto, first one up to bat for the Mets here at the top of the first. Here we go. Steven Strasburg winds up, and first pitch, 7:59. Here we go. Oh, 55s and 8. 55s and 8, possible hit. He is batting left. So 11 to 23 is on the ways out. Nope, that's a hit. Single to left center, and the Mets start off quick. Michael Conforto. Philip Reynolds, what's up? As Drupal Cabrera is up now. 56, 34, 34. Possible error on the first baseman. Possible error on the first baseman. And so we go to we go to who's the first baseman for Washington? It's Zimmerman. And 11, 12, and 13 is the only way it's an error. Whoops. 11, 12, and 13 is the only way it's an error. So let's get everything here together, and that's 42. So no error there. It will be 5, 3, 5. Is he left-handed? He will be batting left-handed. Struck him out. Yep. He struck Cabrera out. All right. Yoenis Cespedes, 53, 17. Another chance of another error. How about that? The right fielder now. So Bruce, kind of. Not Bruce, I'm sorry. The right fielder for them is Harper. Bryce Harper. 11 to 21, he makes an error. Oh, 12. 12, he makes an error. P runner holds second. No, it's not going to be a P runner, though, is it? Let's see. No. Conforto's not. So it's going to be first and third. Yep, first and third. E on, that's going to be an E9 on Harper. How about that? Liston Ali. Wow. That's wild. First and third now. Jay Bruce. And this team has learned how to come out the gate strong. Jay Bruce, first and third. Only one out. 16 to 28. We'll play deep. Out at first, and runner scores other than second. It'll be a 6-3. Definitely play back. So RBI, and that makes it 1-0. 1-0. Mets, and Frazier's up now. Frazier's up. Runner just on second. Todd Frazier. 31's a 14, and that's a walk. So now, just more and more problems here. Adrian Gonzalez, first and second now. 2 outs, 1 run already in. Let's see what's going to happen. 64 is a 41. And that would have been another triple play, or could have been another triple play. That's what he actually lined into one earlier. 64 is a 41. Yeah, how about that? Wild pitch 3. Nope. So it's just going to be pop up to second base 4. So we'll just call it that. Only got 1 hit. 1 run did cross for him at the end of 1 half inning. It's the Mets 1 and the Washington Nats coming to bat. Plawecki will be leading off next inning for the Mets. deGrom now warming up. They won this game in real life 8-2. Adam Eaton, Rendon, and Harper will be the Nats coming up to bat this inning. And here we go. Adam Eaton. 61's a 40. 61's a 40. W 1, 2, 3, or 4. No W's. I don't think. Is it? No. 40. Let's check out third baseman for the Met. For the Mets, Frazier. 11-22 be an arrow. Nope, it's not. High infield fly, pop up. P5. So Anthony Rendon now. All right. Anthony Rendon. 25 is an 8. Possible hit. Rendon is a right-handed batter. 11-56. He's out there. Oh, it's a 64. It's a single. Wow. And a hit for the Nats. Bryce Harper now coming up for the Nationals. 1 away. 61's a 40. Wild pitch possible. WP1, it'll be out at first, runner in second. So it'll be pitcher 1-3, advance a runner. So no wild pitch. And Ryan Zimmerman now with a runner at second. And tying runs at second base. Oh, 66. Home run, Ryan Zimmerman. Straight away center field. Pitcher has a PHR 3 or 4. Scores as a PR 6 below. Oh, okay. He does have a PHR 3. He does, so it's not a home run. We're just going to score it as a double. All right. So it will be a double to left center. Plus, now I've got to find out the PFs for this stadium, for the Nats Stadium. I have not looked it up yet. I have not looked for the park factor up. Park factor. But this is a double, and the run is scored. Yep. So Zimmerman hits a double, RBI, and the run and the score is tied at 1. Park factors. Where are my park factors at? Around here somewhere. The pack factors. Like Jerry Remy says, the pack. Anytime you're looking at the pack factors here. Okay. Alrighty. I definitely saw a list of park factors earlier. And where did I put them? And of course, I probably said them somewhere. know where I put my part factors. Wherever I put them was not a good spot. Oh, here. Is this it? That's it. That's it. Washington. Washington. Part factor of 3. Okay. PF of 3 in Washington. All right. PF 3. All right. So it's 1-1. It's a score. Sorry about that, guys. Man at second, and there is 2 outs. Howie Kendrick. 52. 52 is a 27. 3-5. No, it's not going to be a strikeout. Could be an error on the third baseman, though. Wow. How about another error? Wow. Frazier's got to check for his second time. 11-22. And he makes an error. Oh, my gosh. Safe at first, runner to third. How about that? E5. So it's been 2 errors, 1 on each team already. First and third. This is nuts. And Trey Turner is up. 42. 42 is a 14C. All 14s. Z3 against a lefty, against a righty. Z2. That's a walk. And that's going to load the bases up. How about that? deGrom getting tested early here. Bases loaded here in the first inning. And Miguel Montero is up. Strasburg on deck. Nowhere to put Montero, though. 65's a 35. 35. Check out the catcher for an error. Yeah, check the catcher out for an error. That's Plawecki, right? 11-13's all. 25. Nope. Instead, it's going to be a strikeout. So he gets a strikeout call, and he gets loose with only 2 hits and 1 run. So we are through 1 inning of play, and it's Mets 1, Nats 1. How about that? And Plawecki, Reyes, and deGrom this inning. But a lot of base runners on. And deGrom probably will not get to go as far this game as maybe last game. But Giselman is #1 relief man. Will be ready at the helm if called upon. So let's see what he does. All right, Plawecki is up. Plawecki against Strasburg. 42, 44. Fly out center field. 1 away. Reyes. 36, 33. It's a lefty. That's a strikeout. That's a strikeout. Now deGrom is up. 2 out. 54, 32. He bats left-handed. It's going to be a fly out to right, and that will end the inning. No hits, no runs. Ending and a half in the books. What's up, Ken? Mets 1, Nats 1. All right. All right. Michael A. Well, actually, no. Strasburg bats first. Strasburg batting 8th in the lineup. 13. That's a 13. Struck him out. 2 strikeouts for Jacob deGrom. Now Michael A. Taylor. 62. Struck him out. And that's 3 straight strikeouts for deGrom. Adam Eaton is up now. 33. That's going to be a hit. 55. It's a 5. Double over first. Double over first for Adam Eaton. And they are really after deGrom tonight. They really are. They had 7 men bat the first inning. And Rendon now scored the only run for the Nats. 2 away, 35-22. Balk of 3. No balk. Nope. So let's check out the catcher, see if he makes an error. Plawecki. Plawecki doesn't make many errors. 11 to 13. No, sir, he didn't. And it will be catcher to first base. So it will be 2-3 put out. And that will do it for the inning. One hit, no runs crossed. And after 2 full innings of play, the score is 1 for the Mets, 1 for the Nats. All right. Let's see who just batted. That was Rendon, right? I think it was Rendon. Yep, Rendon just did bat. Jose Reyes now. Well, it's not Reyes' turn. It's Michael Conforto. I'm sorry. Michael Conforto leads the 3rd inning off. The Mets actually won this one in real life, believe it or not, 8-2 over Strasburg. But right now it's a 1-1 game. We're going to the 3rd. Strasburg winds up. Conforto's ready. He got a single his first time. 44. 44 is a 7. Single to right field. And Conforto, 2 hits for the day already. That's Drupal Cabrera now. Man at first, nobody out. 62-45. Let's see, 4 be 2. Nope, it's a walk. It's a walk. First and second. First and second with Cespedes now. Cespedes needs a good at bat right here. First and second with Cespedes now. Cespedes needs a good at bat right here. 3rd strikeout for deGrom. I mean for Strasburg. Strasburg, 3rd for him. Jay Bruce is up. 36, 33. Fly, pop up to the shortstop, an infield fly rule, and it will be 2 away. Todd Frazier now. Got a walk your first time up. 15's a 10C. Could be a hit. He's a right-handed batter. 11 to 32 will be a hit. 42 will be single over second. 1 runner scores other than 3rd. Then he will be out trying to steal. So, to be a single. RBI. The runner at second will score. Runner at first goes to 3rd. And then we'll put a caught stealing right there for him. And we'll put up 2 hits. 1 run crosses the plate. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd. Now the Mets are up 2-1 over the Nationals. All right. Todd Frazier. Bad base running for him. And now Bryce Harper. Harper grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. And little does he know he's not going to be in Washington past the 2018 season. He goes to Philadelphia. Flies a coop for a robust $335 million. All right, Harper versus deGrom. Here we go. deGrom winds up. 66, home run. Right center field, Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper. And just that quick, he ties the ball game up at 2. 2-2. Bryce Harper with the big long shot to right field. Right center field. And Ryan Zimmerman is up now. He got a double his first time up. 34-31. Fly out to center field. 1 away. But the crowd is still ripping and roaring about the long 396-foot shot by Harper. Howie Kendrick's up. 63. Struck him out. 2 away. And Trey Turner is up now. 25. 25's an 8. That's going to be a possible hit, but it's got to be above a 56. It's a 46. Nope, it's a line drive out to the right fielder, and it is caught. But not before they get to 1 hit the bomb by Harper. And the 1 run, and we are through 3. And the score's tied, 2-2, Mets and Nationals. All right, Adrian Gonzalez is up this inning. And at this rate, deGrom is not going to go many innings. So it's only, it's only the 4th inning. Here, Gonzalez now. 35. 35's a 26. That's a ground ball to second over to first for the first out of the inning. All right, Plawecki is up now. Jose Reyes is on deck. 44. 44's an 8. That's a possible hit. Right-hander, 11 to 32 will be out. And that's a hit. Single to left center for Plawecki. Definitely no need to bunt him over because the pitcher's up next. So let Reyes do what he can do here. deGrom's on deck. 14's a 30. 14's a 30. Fly out to left field. And that's 2 away. Now they can turn the lineup over with deGrom. All right. Let deGrom hit and turn the lineup over. Man, at first, 2 out. Whoops. Foul ball. It's a 41. 41's a 28. It could be a shortstop. It could be an error. Could be an error. On Trey Turner. 11 to 15, it will be an error. No. And that'll just be a straight up 6-3 put out. 1 hit, nothing across. 3.5 in the books. 2 for the Mets, 2 for the Nats. All right, Montero now will be coming up to bat, followed by Strasburg, who's batting in the 8th spot, and then Michael A. Taylor. All right, here goes Montero. 64, that's a 27. Is he right-handed bat? He's batting left-handed. So it's ground ball to third, 5-3 put out. Strasburg batting now. All right. 32 to 26. And that's another ground ball to second, this time over to first for the second out. Michael A. Taylor, 15. That'll be an 11. 11, single to left, better than steals. Oh, well, let's see. Hold on. We got to put him on for a single. Is this the first column 11? Yes. Check the catcher for an error. And he'll end up actually getting to third if he makes an error. So we got to check Plawecki for like the 3rd or 4th time this game. This is crazy. So 11 to 13, he'll get to third base. That's a 14. We just did get by it. But anyway, he gets a stolen base to second. So Michael A. Taylor is at second base. He gets that automatically. And now Adam Eaton is up. 2 away. 22. 22's a 7. Single to right field. Runner scores. Yep. So now the Nats have taken the lead on the Mets. On the single by Adam Eaton and RBI. Yep. 3-2 Mets. Anthony Rendon is up now. Anthony Rendon against deGrom. 51's an 8. Possible hit. It's going to be 11 to 56, though. 55. Wow. Ground ball to shortstop. Over to first, but not before they get themselves 2 hits and 1 more run. Now the Nets have deGrom on the hook. No, let's see. No. Yeah, they do have him on the hook. 3-2 Nats after 4. All right, so the Mets are going to have to do something this inning. Conforto leading off. He's got both runs scored for him so far. He is 2 for 2 also. 42, 14, Z3, Z4. Yep, it'll be a walk. So Conforto's on for the 3rd time. And Asdrubal Cabrera is up now. Score is Washington Nats 3, Mets 2. We're in the top of the 5th. And Asdrubal Cabrera's up, man at first, nobody out. 61 to 36. 36. And could it be a walk? It's not going to be a walk. No, it's fly out to left field. 1 away. Yoenis Cespedes now. Cespedes is up. He got on by a Bryce Harper error in the first inning. And let's see what he's going to do now. 32. 32 is a 26. Ground ball. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Put it back here. 26. Could be an error. Could be an error on the second baseman. Who's the second baseman for Washington? It is Kendrick. Kendrick. Could be an error. It will be if it's 25 or less. It's not, though. And they've been playing back. And still did not get to double play, though. It's 4-3 out. But the runner gets the second. Conforto does. Wow. Now Jay Bruce is up. Yes, we could walk Bruce, but kind of hard to do that, I would say, this early in the game. 2 away, man at second. Oh, foul ball. 13. 13's a 14, eh? Going to walk him anyway. So, be interesting to see what happens now. First and second. First and second. Jay Bruce is on. And Frazier, he is 1 for 1. Got a walk and a hit. Todd Frazier now. 2 men on. 12, 25. And could be a double play, but instead it's just going to be a 4-6 force out. No hits, no runs cross the plate. We're halfway through the game. 4.5 in the books. Nationals 3, Mets 2. All right. deGrom realizes he's got to get off the hook, and the only way to get off the hook is he cannot allow any more to cross for the Nats. And Bryce Harper's back up, 396-foot bomb in the third inning. It was a solo shot, but it got the crowd aroused there. Harper will lead off the fifth. 63, struck him out. Struck him out. That's the 4th strikeout for deGrom. Ryan Zimmerman is up. 12. It's a 25. Struck him out as well. 2 in a row. All right. Can he get the golden happy ring right here? He can if he can strike out Kendrick. 2 away. 62, 42, 42. It'll be, he is a right-handed batter. It'll be a ground ball to third, over to first to end the inning. No hits, no runs. We've got 5 in the books. Nationals 3, Mets 2. Adrian Gonzalez now. They're not even thinking about taking deGrom out of the game yet, even though deGrom may only have 1 good inning left in him. He's going to stay in there, I think. Adrian Gonzalez. 62 is a 29. 5. That'll be a strikeout. Strikeout to Gonzalez. Plawecki is up now. Whoop, foul ball. 22 is a 7, and that's a single. That's a single to right field, and Reyes is now up with a man at first. And this is going to get interesting if they get a man on right here, because deGrom is up next. You'll have to make decisions whether you want to get him off the hook. Try to, obviously he can't win if he loses. So we'll see what happens here. Jose Reyes. 22. 22's a hit. 22's a hit. Now, is it a run type hit? Let's see. It'll be an 11. Home run. Home run, Reyes. Let's see. Does he have a PHR of 4? No, he does not. Home run, Jose Reyes. 2-run shot. And all of a sudden, the game turns around and the Mets are up 4-3. 2 RBI home run by Reyes. And now, guess what? deGrom proudly comes up to the plate. Up a run. How about this? Oh, 1 down's all it is. deGrom comes up. 35. It'll be a strikeout. Let's see. Strasburg has already hit his limit, but he is going to, let's see, has he got a bat next inning? Yeah, he's going to have to bat next inning, so he's going to keep pitching. Michael Conforto now with 2 outs. 26-44 flies out to center field, and that will do it for the Mets. Not before they get themselves 2 hits, 2 gigantic runs here in the 6th. Now it puts Strasburg on the hook. Going to the bottom of the 6th, it's 4-3, the Mets over the Nationals. Now Trey Turner, Montero, Strasburg will be coming out of the ballgame for a pinch hitter. Let's see who the pinch hitter may be. And deGrom can't go much further either, so he may come out after the 6th. Could be the end of his day here. Let's see. We'll try to find somebody that's got good numbers here. They don't have. I'll tell you what. We're gonna let if let's do an if. We're gonna do some if in here. If they got men on base, we're gonna put Juan Soto in. He had 22 home runs. If they don't have no men on base, we'll put somebody else a little bit weaker hitter in. We'll use their best pinch hitter right now. Let's see. Who are they going to bring in? I don't know. How about Sean Doolittle's later in the game. They're going to bring Greg Holland in next inning. The Nats are. So Strasburg, what did he go? 5 innings or 6? He went 6 whole innings. Yep, 6 innings pitched and gave up the 4 earned. Next inning will be Greg Holland for them. But right now, we're going to see a pinch hitter for him when it's time to hit. All right, here we go. Trey Turner is up. 53 is up 20. Yeah, that's a possible error. Who plays second for him? Yeah, I don't know. Cabrera. Cabrera plays second. 11-15 is the only way it's an error. That's a 14. It's an E4. Unbelievable. E4. Got a man on base. 2 errors already. Trey Turner is on, and Montero is up to bat. 44. 44 is a 30. 44 is a 30. Flies out to left. We're up to the 6th inning already. You know what we're going to do? We're putting Soto in at a bat right now. Juan Soto. All right. Pinch hit here in the, 7th? 6th inning. 6th inning. Yep. So let's see what happens. Man at first. Soto's up. Whoop, fell. What's up, D. Scott? 22. It's a hit. It's a hit. Now, what kind of hit is it? Well, foul. What kind of hit is it? It's going to be 11. Home run, Juan Soto. Home run, Juan Soto. Unfriggin' believable. 5-4 Nats. Pinch hit home run, Juan Soto. Unbelievable. And now they've got deGrom back on the hook again. How about that? And they were just thinking about taking him out of the game. How about that? Unbelievable. 5-4. The Nats now. 1 out. Michael A. Taylor's up. 51, 14C. Base on balls. Nope. And he's out stealing. He's out trying to steal next time, so he gets a walk. And then they caught stealing. How about that? Caught stealing. It'll be a 2. And who is this? Adam Eaton. So it'll be a 2-6 put out. So it's second out. Wow. So that does nothing for you there. Taylor didn't. Now Adam Eaton is up. 5-4 Nationals over the Mets. deGrom has kept him in the game, but that's a strikeout right there. And Eaton now gets out, but not until they get the 1 hit, 2 big runs. We're going to the top of the 7th. It is 5-4 Nationals. deGrom batted last inning because he wanted to try to help his cause. And now he's hoping to get him off. They can get him off the hook right here. Let's see what happens. Cabrera's up. 12-25. Ground ball to second. 4-3 put out by Cabrera. Cabrera. Now Cespedes is up. 1 away. 55's an 8. Possible hit. Right-handed. Ooh, it's going to be tough, though. 11-63. He's out. 53. Pop out to right field. And Greg Holland now. Let's see. deGrom has been in here the whole. Oh, let's see. Yeah. deGrom has been in here the whole game. Bruce is up now with 2 outs. Bruce is up. 56-34. Struck him out. No hits, no runs. 6.5 in the books. It's 5-4 Nationals. And now the Mets with deGrom. What do? Let's see. Well, he's gonna be below his his average. So he's gonna pitch though. He's gonna try to keep him in the game. Oh no, no way deGrom's gonna hit his real life number. He might win 10 ball games. He may go 10-9, but he's not gonna be 170. Hell, he's done got popped for 5 already. 5. Let's see, is all of them earned? Now one of them's not. One of them's error. But hell yeah, he's got 4 earned already here in 6 innings. Yeah. And Rendon's up now. deGrom's staying in. He's gonna try to, if he gets in trouble here, we'll take him out. 12-29. And that's a strikeout. That's a strikeout. We'll let him stay in a little longer than we normally would. Bryce Harper. 26-44 fly out. Center field, 2 away. Ryan Zimmerman. 25's an 8. That's a possible hit, but he's already run 3 over. So it'll be 11-50. Is it 55, 54, 53? 11-53. And he's out. Fly out to right field. No hits, no runs, no errors. We are through 7. It's 5-4 Nats over the Mets. And now the Mets coming back up again. deGrom is hoping they've got something for him here. Greg Holland. Greg Holland will face Jay Bruce. 45. That's a 14. And that is a walk. Jay Bruce gets a walk. Well, I'll say 14. Hold on, 14. Let's say 45. It's a 14. Yes. Yeah. By Todd Frazier. I'm sorry. Todd Frazier gets a walk. All right. Man on first. Nobody out. Adrian Gonzalez. 61-37. Runner is picked off unless there's a pass ball of 3 on the catcher for the Nats. Who is the catcher? Montero. Has he got a PB of 3? If he does, He does. He does indeed. Pass ball, runner to second. How about that? Passed ball. So man at second. Everything seems to be working for deGrom in this playback so far. Nuts. Adrian Gonzalez, nobody out. 43 is a 29. Case 6 through 9 struck him out. Plawecki now. Plawecki is up. Kevin Plawecki. 16 is going to be a 24. Struck him out as well. And now, Jose Reyes is up. Washington's almost ready to walk him today at deGrom to come back to bat again. But they're not going to do it. They're going to face Reyes. Man at second. 16's a 28. Ground ball to the shortstop, over to first. And that will do it. No hits, no runs. And we're going to the bottom of the 8th. And deGrom stays in the game, 5-4. deGrom staying in. Let's see what's going to happen here. This should be good. Howie Kendrick now. Whoop, foul ball. 52's a 27. 27. 5, 8, 9. And struck him out. One away here in the 8th. deGrom. You can see the sweat going down his face even here. April the 5th. Trey Turner's up now. 36. 36 is a 33. And that's a pop-up to second baseman. Pop-up to the second baseman. And now Montero is up. Montero is up. 63. That's a 30. And that is a strikeout. And that is going to do it for the Nats here in the 8th. No hits, no runs. And we are going to the 9th inning. Holland now has pitched 2 good innings. Earlier, he's coming out. And the Nats are bringing in Dr. Doolittle. Dr. Doolittle will be coming in. And while that's going on, the Mets will be finding a pinch hitter as well. So Dr. Doolittle comes in. Sean Doolittle looking to close. Close it out here. deGrom. He went to, what did he go? Eight innings. 8 innings pitched. He's only hooked 2 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs. And I'll put 4 earned. 4 earned. Yeah. Okay. And we'll worry about who the Mets, if anybody, has to pitch for them. But first off, we got to find a pinch hitter for the Mets. So deGrom comes out. Does anybody know Wilmer Flores? How about him? Who's a big Mets fan? 2018, guys. I need some Mets fans. Jose Lobaton. Dominic Smith. He got 5 home runs and 56 at-bats. That's hitting the ball, man. 5 home runs and 56 at-bats. I'm going to keep him handy. Let's see. At this point, you really want somebody who can get a base hit for you, but heck, you're only down 1. So Joey Bats, no, he only had 9 home runs. Darno, Ahmed Rosario, he hit the ball pretty good first. They really don't have a lot. We're going with Dominic Smith. I like Dominic Smith's numbers there. So, Dominic Smith going to pinch hit here in the 9th. Okay? Sometimes I just like to look at some of the numbers and see if it works. Dr. Doolittle winds up left-handed. Let's see what he does. Dominic Smith, 35, 22, and that's a possible error on the catcher. The catcher is Montero, does not make errors, so it will be a 2-3 put out. One away. Smith is done for the day. Michael Conforto, one away here in the 9th inning. Mets are down a run, 5-4. deGrom's on a hook for the loss. 53-16. 16 center fielder could be making an error here. Center fielder is Michael A. Taylor. Michael A. Taylor. All right. He does not make any errors as well. So, 53-16. So it'll be a fly out to center field. Nice quick 2 outs. Now the Mets with Asdrubal Cabrera. He hit 18 home runs. He'd love to get a poke now. 32-26. Ground ball to second base, over to first. And that will do it, folks. Complete game by Jacob deGrom, but it is a complete game loss. As the Nats, who in real life lost this game 8-2, they come in here at home and they beat the Mets 5-4. So deGrom is 1-1 with the loss, 5-4. The win goes to Strasburg. Yeah, Strasburg gets a win. Yeah, sure did. Doolittle gets the save. And deGrom went all the way and could not make the difference up in this game. And in actuality, we said it ahead of time, he won this ball game. And I thought it was going to be a tough chore. Harper knocks one out. Let's see. I got to make sure I don't mix some of my cards up here. Washington, New York. There we go. But, yeah, it's pretty interesting, I think, to see that the Mets just can't. They can't hold a lead. They can't hold a lead, and we put the bullpen in the last game, but they never had a lead enough for deGrom to even pass it off to somebody this game. And if they would have, then probably Gsellman would have probably come in again. Robert Gsellman, he's pretty reliable. He pitched 86 games. So, he's definitely they relied upon him a lot. He pitched in about 57% or 56% of the games, 55, something like that. So right now, 2 games played. deGrom is 1-1. His earned run average has to be around 3. Yeah, it's got to be right around 3, or maybe a little bit more than 3 right now. In real life, it was 170. What's deGrom's next game? It's on the road again. On the road again. Miami. A good chance to go 2. And in fact, in this game, he got a no decision. I think out of the next 4 or 5 games, he got no decisions, believe it or not. Yeah, so they're going to Miami now. Obviously, the timing of it has him facing almost every, number 1 or number 2 that everybody's got. So deGrom is facing their best. That's the thing. And it'll be April the 10th, 2018 at Miami. I have no lineups or anything. I don't even know who won it, but I think he got a no decision in that one. I think I checked early, It was like decision. It was a win, and then about five or six games before he even lost or won anything again. I think he went down to like Atlanta, game 7 or something, game 8, something like that. But yeah, he's going to Miami, and then he's coming back home to pitch. I'll be looking forward to that. And in the process, he'll get to face Washington again, game 4. Then on the road to Atlanta and San Diego, and then at home against Atlanta. So, that's a lot of bats right here, especially. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward too. How did they win 81? Did they win 81 games in 20? This is 2018. No, I don't even know. I don't even know how many they won. Let me check and see. We'll see. New York Mets 2018 record. No. They went 77 and 85. They went 77 and 85. They finished 13 back to the Braves. Yep. Sure did. Nats went 82 and 80. They didn't do anything. No. Not the Phillies. Oh, the Phillies. Yeah, they. How did they go 80? How did they win 81 games last year? Offense, and offense. This year, that they're a better team this year. Not a lot better. Probably maybe 5 games better. I think probably 86, 87 games. Tenacious, sir. I think 5 or 6 games better because Gregorius with that right field porch, if he stays healthy, can hit 30 home runs. Now it all depends on whether they get. If they get that third baseman, they're a 90-win club. Either one of the third basemen. If they can get to one from the Cubs, not sure I'm going to make this one. Well, not sure you're going. What do you mean? You talking about make it to one of the games? You mean? And they're going to Miami. Miami only won 63 games. They lost 98. They didn't even replay one of their games. So they lost. They lost a game in the shuffle somewhere, 63 and 98. Everybody else played 162. They only played 161. So they got something rained out during the year. Oh, okay. Where are they sitting at? Last time I heard, it was 2 and 7. I'm already pissed. Castro, Ken. Well, 2 and 9. Well, I tell you, pitching can do it a lot. Now, what are you playing it with? What are you playing, the inside pitch or payoff pitch? Or strat or APBA? That should be, it's interesting. APBA Master replay. Did you watch all my replay last year with the Red Sox? Watch the first 10 games. I think they came out the gate 2 and 8. I mean, they were sucking the joint up. They went on runs, 18 of 20 one time, and another time 14-game win streak. Something. Yeah. But they started off like 2 and 8. Go back and watch some of those early games. You'll be like, damn, Rob, how did they win 100? What the hell did they win? 108 games, 109 games, something like that. You're like, wow, how in the hell did that happen? Because they run off 15 in a row. That's how they done it. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you're running two different types of replays. That I've heard some people do that. Who is it that I heard ran 6 different games and rotated in their system? Done this, this, and this, and said that it was like a whirling dervish because. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I really believe this. If you play all of one, stick with one, you probably have more accurate stuff happening. The reason I think so, especially with dice, man, they can be just tell people in Vegas this. They can be the coldest things out there. They can be the 2 coldest pieces of rock on earth, or they can be the hottest things ready to melt in your hand. Same replay, just different games to keep it fresh. Yeah, but I kept mine all the same, and my next replay, I'm hoping I'm gonna do. I want to do the Phillies replay next time. I'm gonna get to 2019 payoff pitch, and I want to do theirs. I really do, but should be good. deGrom, this is gonna be interesting, man. I'm already 2 games out of 32 down right here. Yeah, it keeps things interesting, D. Scott, but I think these things can be really, really a bit sometimes. Oh, you're waiting on a replay set. Okay. Yeah, they can be the coldest things out there, and they can be the hottest things out there. Because Mookie Betts, my first 10 games with the Red Sox replay, I don't even know if he hit a home run or not. And by the time it was over with, he hit 43, something like that. It was nuts. I mean, he went crazy. And then so did J.D. Martinez. Oh, yeah, okay. But I wanted to see how close to accurate it would be, though. I really did. I've heard from people that you can sit there and play Strat a season, and you can be as many as 20 games one way or the other. That they think that's really the one that just veers way to the left and way to the right. I don't know. Never touched Strat, so I don't know. But like, if you were playing the game and you won't telling nobody what their records are, you can't hardly tell the difference in the teams. It's such a dramatic sway. I don't know if that's true or not. APBA, I had one of the APBA baseball games, and I actually sold that. You guys know about that. It was not a lot of difference in this one. Not a lot, just righties and lefties mostly. That's about the only difference. And I had the basic Strat. I mean, basic APBA. I had a basic APBA. But payoff pitch, that's the one I kind of want. Yeah, I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but I would love for it to be pretty close to accurate, or kind of rooting for deGrom. I'm kind of rooting for him to win more than 10 games, and but his earned run average, no way in hell is it's going to. Right now it's 3 after 2 games. He's got to pitch 2 shutouts now just to get it back down to below 2, and that's going to be tough. But he's got Miami coming up. Like I say, Miami was 63 wins or something, 63 and 98. They were nothing to write home about at all. Mets bullpen let him down a lot. Now, I went back and looked at a lot of stuff, and boy, did they let him down a lot of times. So I'm riding on the coattails right now, Robert Griselman. And if he starts letting me down, then I'll go with Flores or one of the other pitchers, immediately behind him, whether it's, 6th, 7th, 8th, whatever. And, Urias Familias, we'll have to roll with him to be the closer, because that's what you got. You can't do any trade. So Familius is going to have to do some of the most of the closing for him, and we'll see what happens. Should be real interesting. I hope I'm hoping for I don't want to see the guy go 2-19. I'd like to see him go 11-8, 11-6, and I don't care if it's 4-point whatever earned run average. But I'd just like to see him win more than 10 ball games if he can. They're gonna have to hit the ball though. They got in a hitting contest right there with the Nationals, and Strasburg didn't do anything to stop them, and neither did deGrom. And the Nats had more hitting. I mean, let's just be for real about that. They had Rendon and Harper and Zimmerman and Eaton. It's just better offense. And the Mets really didn't have a lot. I mean, Todd Frazier and Jay Bruce, a cleanup hitter. I mean, how old is Jay Bruce? He's what, 36, 35? It may not be, maybe 34. But, I mean, he's on the bottom side of his career, even though he had a great season for the Phillies last year. That season for the Mets, I don't think he did anything dramatically great. Let's see. I don't think he did anyway. Jay Bruce, 9 home runs in 94 games. Nothing to write home to mama about there. But and that's the thing. In the NL East, you got to hit home runs. You got to be able to pop them out the ballpark because this day and age, yeah, you can strike out 3 times a game, but you got to get that one pop. And they just didn't have it. They just didn't have it right there. Look at Harper. Harper did nothing in the game besides a home run, but the one run made the difference in the whole game. Soto got the pinch hit 2-run homer. He hit 22. How many did Harper hit? I think it's 36, 34. 34. Yeah. Yeah. Batted 249. Hey, he's a 250 hitter. I mean, you just know what you're getting with Harper. 250 hitter. Would he hit 37 last year? 38, I think, for the Phillies, somewhere along in that. 35. You know what you're getting with him anyway. But he ended up being a better defensive player last year with the Phillies. Now, if they could get a batting coach, hitting coach in there and be like, okay, Bryce, bump it up 25 points. I mean, if he could hit 40 points better, he could be an MVP candidate every year. 35, 40 home runs, 290 bat average, knocking 125, 30. He could be right there with the kid from the Rockies, the third baseman, and some of the other guys in the National League. Josh Donaldson last year, but now he's going back to the American League. So we're going to see what happens there with still a lot going on. The Chris Bryant trade is still up in the air. I know the Phillies want him. Just do they have enough to get him? The Cubs don't want him. Won't Bryant even reporting this week. And that's why they get rid of it beforehand. And maybe time is on the Phillies side. If you want to really look at it that way, time may be on the Phillies side, but don't blink twice, because I tell you what, if you do that, the Yankees are going to end up grabbing Bryant right out from under them. And they've got enough. They've got enough stuff. The only problem is Bryant, I think, has a no trade clause. If he don't want to go to the Yankees and wants to go play with his friend Bryce Harper, that's advantage Phillies right there. That's advantage Phillies. So he has a little bit of the say if he has a no trade clause. Just like a kid in Colorado. Phillies blow another lead in the 8th. Blake Parker sucks. Blake Parker. Was he a pitcher? They didn't have him last year, did they? Blake Parker? I don't remember him. Blake Parker. I don't remember him pitching for him. He pitched 62 games for him, huh? Yeah. But I'm watching something out of Philadelphia the other day, and they're talking about they want Sir Anthony Dominguez back. We need him bad. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, we need him to catch a first train out of Philly is what we need. When you counting on him as your bullpen guy, you ain't got much bullpen. I'm telling you, it's more bull, and that's the way it works. It's more bullpen. Yeah, it's sad. Bullpen troubles. My man Sir Anthony, yeah, he is bad. He really is bad. And then if you want the lefty version of him, just bring in what's that kid? Oh man. He used to be a starter. What's that white kid's name? The lefty. Human punching bag. I mean, he got beat around more times last year. What the hell's his name? 39. I'll tell you in a minute. Yeah, Adam Morgan. Yeah, Adam Morgan. Yeah. We went up, oh man, I was like, get this dude off the field. As a starter, he was good. But I don't know. They still got to make some moves. I wish they would. Yeah. And look at all the minor league guys they got. Like the kid from the Pirates and outfielders and stuff like that. Minor league deals. They're hoping so much of their team comes from kids that they sign minor league deals to, and they're not paying nothing to. But more often than not, that don't pay off too good. Most time, if you sign 11 players to minor league deals, you may keep one, maybe two, but they need 5 or 6, to even fill a good roster out. And we'll see what happens there. It should be very, very interesting. Just tripped over an hour here on this game. Washington Nats win this one. It was 5-4, 65. It win by a run anyway. I know that. I think it's 5-4. Yeah, 5-4. deGrom hooked with the loss. Dust off lefty Steve Carlton, who was a stud. Yeah, he probably go out there and still outpitch some of them. All right, night. And yeah, deGrom hooked with this loss. He's 1-1. He gave up 5, 4 earned in this game, and then 1 earned in the other game. So he went 8, 6 or something, 14. So he's went about 14 to 15 innings and gave up 5 runs. So he's right there at the 3 earned run mark. So what can he do against Miami? I like his chances. The Mets have shown they can score some runs if they can just hold the lead. They just got to be able to hold the lead. Miami's nothing to write home about. 63 wins is nothing to really worry about too much. So I like Philly's chance. Philly. The Mets' chances next game with deGrom. I think they do well. I think he wins it. That'll be my next game at Miami. I'm gonna predict a 4-1 deGrom win. 7 in a row now. 5-3 final from Houston. XFL, nothing really. I sat and watched maybe a half of one of the games. Nothing stood out for me. Some stupid ass rules where you can throw the ball, you can catch the ball on the forward pass and then throw it one more time, which is crazy stuff. And I saw a 55-yard field goal get hit yesterday, which is really cool. So somebody may end up getting a kicking contract from a team that's got a sucky kicker. But, hey, I'm like this about it. If 5 players from the XFL, G Puck says he's going to pitch a shutout. He could. Being that I'm playing NPNG Plus and not like payoff pitch, I'm going to say he gives up a run or two. It's all in the dice, man. If he gets 66s and 44s and 33s, you're going to give up a run. So, but he's tough, really tough against righties. Really tough against righties. But I'll say he gives up a run or two. He'll mess up somewhere along the way. Yeah, if 5 of these XFL players get signed by NFL contracts, more power to them. I'd like to see it. I see where that Landry Jones, who used to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers, already torn ACL practicing. So even if he wanted to play next football season, NFL, he couldn't. So that's the bad part about it, And they're predicted to lose. They've said originally $5.3 million, $5.3 million, I think it was, and now they're saying closer to $7 million. XFL is going to lose in its first season, which I think probably be its only season. They may play 2 seasons, but we'll see. We'll see. It's I don't understand somebody that's a billionaire going to go out here and start a football league. If you want to do something, start a minor league baseball. Start a minor league baseball. Not franchise, but start a division. Like single A, a double A, or something like that. Baseball wants to get away from it anyway. Baseball's already saying they want to sever themselves. Do you see NFL using any XFL rules in the future? Yes, I do. Have you seen the kickoff rules they do, G Puck? Have you seen the kickoffs they do? Instead of having them run all the way down the field, they get to start on the other end of the field, and they cannot advance until the ball's touched. Once the ball's touched by the return man, they're just 5 yards away from each other. I think something like that may happen. Throwing the forward pass twice, I don't see that happening. The extra point, 2 yards, 5 yards, 10 yards, I don't see that happening. More consistent refereeing where you can actually hear what the referee is saying. So what they're saying back to New York and all. I don't think it'll ever happen because I think the players union would not want to have that happen. Or they would want it, but you can better believe the referees, they've got a union as well. They'd say, nope, we'll walk. First and foremost, I think NFL referees, that should be their main job. Not lawyers, not businessmen of other sorts. This should not be their second job. Pay the guys. Pay every one of them. When they walk onto that field, pay them $500,000. Pay them $500,000 minimum to start the season as referees. Okay? Number one, you can better believe any of these guys that don't know the rules from start to finish, a.k.a. Jerome what's his name, Boger? I think his name's Jerome Boger. I mean, he is awful. All you got to do is look him up on YouTube. I mean, he's a fool. He's an idiot. He is lost out there, has no damn idea what the hell's going on. How he's kept his job this many years, I don't know. But he's a terrible NFL referee. And I think his name's Jerome Boger. And I mean, he is bad. He is really bad. And Make it to where they have to get tested. Make it where they've got a paper test in front of them, a test in front of them with, computer, just like anybody else that has to take a test in order to keep their jobs. Give them a test yearly, different test. I don't know, test 1, 2, 4, 8, whatever. And the more advanced they are, give them a more advanced test and be like, okay, now you're the referee on the field. Now, okay, you're a side judge. You should know this much too. Or the linesman, whatever. Umpire in the backfield, whatever. I just think they got to do something more to make the refereeing in the NFL better, where they don't have to lean on New York for every darn call. You know what I'm saying? Baseball, I've already said it. I think by 2030, 10 years from now, there will no longer be any humans on the field calling outs and strikes. Strikes, balls, or outs. I don't think it's going to be any more umpires on the field, which I hate that. You see, I like a human element a little bit. That's me now. But I think there's only going to be problems when you first start something like that. Well, how is a catcher going to hear if it's a third strike if he needs to throw it down to second? Stuff like that. I don't know. XFL Seattle took a field goal off the board after a penalty gave them a first down, then turned the ball over. The missing 3 points screwed up both the spread and the over-under payoffs. Yeah, and they're only going to play for what? What are they going to play? Only, 6 weeks, 8 weeks or some shit like that? They finish in April. They're done in April. So I think it's like 8 weeks, 7 weeks or some shit like that. So it's not like they're playing a long time. I think it's 7 weeks, maybe 8 weeks. But they're not playing a long time. And I guess they want to be done by the time the NFL draft starts. But I won't sit there and watch a whole game of that. Yeah. I watched part of Pebble Beach PGA Tour today, and it was just sad watching Mickelson fall apart. He really played bad. Jason Day played bad. Kid that won, what the hell's his name? He played a good tournament. He really did. He played not bogey free by any 10. Oh, is it 10 weeks? I didn't even think it was that much. Okay, 10 weeks. I think you get 1 week off, don't they? I think they have a bye week in there. So don't they play 9? Nick Taylor went 19 under today and wins by 4 shots over Kevin Streelman, which if Mickelson would have gotten the top 2, he'd have been in the top 50. Not only would he got to play in the WGC in Mexico, he also could make the U.S. Open. Right now, he's not in the U.S. Open. Phil Mickelson, if things do not change, will not play the U.S. Open this year in Pebble Beach. So that's something to wonder about. But and they offer 10 weeks or 9 weeks. Ain't watching any of them. I'm not really into it either. If it's got the word McMahon hooked to it, I don't really want to watch it anyway. 42 is pricey, I think. Oh man, $42? Yeah. Thank you, but no thank you. They don't care though. That's why they that's why they don't care anymore about wrestling. WWE could care less if you come watch them. That's why they charge $200-$300 some seats. Pay it. You don't pay it, Fox USA is going to cover it. But their stock is starting to get hit from it. Their live gate is really getting bad. Not XFL. AEW last week. AEW, where was it? Champaign, Illinois, or somewhere like that. Outdid SmackDown's crowd, and they are going to start at least a decent lap dance 42. They're going to start giving Raw a run for their money if Raw doesn't start watching out. Raw is starting to fire some people, and you can better believe you fire people. It's not like letting them let them their contract run out. You fire them, they know exactly what's happening behind the scenes. AEW, they're going to start jumping on some of these some of these people behind the curtain talent, and we'll see what happens there. I'm not an AEW fan either, though. Don't get me wrong. I couldn't. I can't stomach 2-3 hours of AEW. There's no way. Not what they've got going on. I was hopeful, but when you got 5'3" guy, 118 pounds, running out there and gonna beat somebody, my size, 260, that's laughable. Come on, that's laughable. If both of them are pro wrestlers, come on. It's garbage. But I can stomach some of the NWA stuff for now, and I'll sit there and watch it once in a while. It comes on Tuesday evenings on ESPN, on YouTube. Further notes. I got an email back about my wishes for a sponsor, and in the email, it was one part I disagree with pretty much, but I'm not arguing with anybody, and it's that people that sell board games, right, online. You guys tell me or not whether you believe this, that people watch YouTube videos and then go buy the product. And this person sent me an email saying that YouTube didn't play a part one way or the other in their sales. And I'm not just talking about my channel. I'm just talking about YouTube in general. Do you guys think YouTube plays a part in whether Glory Days Boxing, Inside Pitch, Payoff Pitch, any of this stuff sales? What do you guys think? Yeah, part of the email, I was kind of befuddled because I think it plays a part because, hell, without YouTube, I wouldn't know about it. Yeah, of course it does. I agree too. Yeah, that's why I say, please, if you do nothing else but give one sentence to somebody, if you're purchasing it, do this. I saw the game played on YouTube and wish to purchase it. Don't mention a channel if you don't want to. I saw it played on YouTube and wish to purchase it. Please do that. If you decide to buy any game, APBA, Strat, Play.com, Glory Days Boxing, Payoff Pitch, Inside Pitch, anywhere you go, if it has a place to do it, please state, I saw the game being played on YouTube and I wish to purchase it. Make that little note. If you do that for me, I'd like to see if maybe I hear something back within the next 6 months. When I saw that, well, number one, if I didn't have YouTube, I wouldn't know about any of these games. I wouldn't know about Play.com. Where the hell would I find out about Play.com? I mean, number one, you don't see any commercials for it. Number two, if you open a magazine, you don't see a magazine that says Play.com or any of these games, And I know if I get, D. Scott, that's the one that sent me the email. Keith's the one that sent me the email. But I'm looking to start a drag racing game. Well, I'm not going to go out here and pay $1,000 to have it put on TV to advertise for it. Of course not. And I don't blame any of these places for not advertising. But you better believe, if I get the opportunity, if we get the game out there, then I'm gonna definitely have it out there where Rob's drag racing or whatever, burn them down or burn the wheels off, whatever I call it, and just make sure I don't hit any trademark infringements. You can better believe I'm going to try to play it a few times, and you want to always, how do I say it? Anytime you want to show your game off, you want to title it different on the title of a YouTube video. And it shows up different ways. So you may end up getting it one way one time, drag racing with Rob, board game, and then the next one, whatever. And then if somebody finally decides to start watching your videos, they can come and just start to see archive and find anything they want to. But I always list mine a little different each time if I want it seen. I do it that way. That's something I learned from a couple people. But that's all it is just a different title. That's all it is. Your channel is responsible for purchases of red, white, and blue racing of your viewers. Well, I think so too, G-Puck. I agree. I think so. It was just, it was just a statement that was made. I can read verbatim what was said, but like I say, I'm not upset about it. But I just don't agree with everything that was said. Let me tell you, I'm not upset at all because hell, he wouldn't even have to read. He could have looked at my email and just, the heck with him, I don't need this. So I give him credit for even reading it and getting back to me. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. And he just said, thanks for the link. You certainly have a lot of good videos. Looks like Play Games has a good share of your table time. Let me think more about the sponsorship, whatever. You might be surprised at how few sales are actually generated from YouTube channels. And that's why he said it right there. So, but from a goodwill outreach standpoint, we might still like to help you out in the future. So yeah. Well, and I even, hey, let me tell you what I've done right here. And this was exactly my comments, G-Puck, because I was worried about that too. This is what I said. Thank you for affording me the time that you have. I'm optimistic that in some shape or fashion, we can perhaps work out some sort of deal that benefits us both. Want to be clear, I do not in any way seek any money. I realize I do fiddle with the rules with some of your games, but I make it clear to the audience when I do that. And thanks again, Rob. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Keith's a good guy. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I think so. But to say that YouTube doesn't play a part in sales, that one's a stretch. Because and don't get me wrong, I may not have had but one or two here and there buy something, but I'd have never bought any of the games I got if it weren't for YouTube because I wouldn't have known about any of them. But yeah. Once, and the thing is, he's got his own YouTube channel now too. Play Games, which is a good channel because you learn about a lot of stuff, man. He's got a lot more than like 5, 10, or 15, 20 games. He's got like 40 games going to be out there very, very soon. It's a lot of them shoot 'em ups and sci-fi type stuff. That's a lot of stuff that Sam comes up with. Sam's really, really, you can tell he's into his games a lot. And it's pretty cool because now some of their boxes about this thick, and about the size of Bunch of Bums Gaming's boxing games. There's some pretty thick boxes. But now G-Puck, he's not pissed at me. He just, but I wanted to make sure that he knew that I did mess, because he watched. I actually sent him one where I messed around with the rules and had the pedal to the metal trait. And trust me, I was not going to contact him and tell him I did that. I just was like, yep, if you want to watch it, you can. If you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. But I've heard a lot of people say in the past, some people like your trait, and some people like, look, you don't need to be messing with the game. You need to keep the rules the way they are. So I don't have any problem with either point or counterpoint that somebody says, look, you know what, that's the rules of the game. That's the only way they should be played. Hey, I have no problem with it at all. And then somebody says once in a while, wow, this is a pretty cool rule. Um, you know, the rule works better if it's positive and ends up working on the track. But if you always have failed gas pedals and stuff, people are like, oh man, that's just another turn. But I heard a couple people the other night mention the Dave Little pedal to the metal, where he passed 7, 8 guys right there on one turn, and he had 2 or 3 people following him. I mean, he was just going through the field. I think that's probably one of the positive things about it, that you can actually run through the field and get through it pretty quick. But the negative is obviously if you don't pass anybody at all, then that's one turn that nothing happens and stuff like that. So everybody, you know what? I got a feeling more and more people are going to dial it and tune it in just a little bit better this way, this way, and this way. And before you need to trademark the phrase pedal to the metal, best part of the videos. Gets me fired up. Nah, I'm not going to trademark it because I'll tell you what, G-Puck, number one thing, and that's why I say, if I get a sponsor, all I want is somebody that'll say, here, Rob, here's a game or 2. I'll send it out to you. I want other people to have them. I want other people to get the games. People that don't have them, people that won't turn around and sell them, people that sit there and play the games. That's what I want. Some of the new games that I watched Cold Snap Football with Alan Shaw. Alan has a good video channel, and you gotta look at his scoreboard he came up with. He laminated a new scoreboard up. It's pretty cool looking. It really is. And I'm not a big Canadian football fan, so you only had 2 downs and stuff like that. But hey, he enjoys it. It's a 110-yard field and stuff like that. There was a lot of scoring going on in it. So I don't have, I like to try them all out, the ones I really like, and they're the ones I push. They're the ones I push, the ones I like, because if you don't see them getting played by me, then you either know that it's not one of my favorite games, or I just haven't seen it yet. One of the two. But yeah, pedal to the metal. Nah, that's just something somebody else can have fun with too. And now, if I get the drag racing game all set the way I want to, and we can have it out the door here before long, $25. I'm hoping to have 12 tracks, 25 drivers, 24 drivers, whatever, 24 cars. We'll see what happens there. If it works out to my, the way I'm hoping, you'll have to have a decide or die pretty much, and one a 3-sided with 2 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s, a 6-sided die, maybe 2 6-sided die, 10-sided die, 20-sided die, and maybe a second 20-sided. I'm not sure, but and then I don't know whether we'll have chips or whether I won't have cars, but it may be little plastic chips where you can run it down the track, and it'd be an advantage for one car over another one just because they were, the tires are hooking up, or the type of tires they're using, things like that. Yeah, maybe a one space advantage or something each turn just because they're using good tires. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. It should be a lot of fun. I think it will be. If I get all my ducks in a row, I hope to release it before long, and just have to have somebody that's willing to either a good printer here in the area, which I've got 2 or 3 places I know can print stuff for me really well, or I may do it myself. So we'll see what happens there. We get to be 9:30 on Sunday night. Thanks so much for watching my replay. Jacob deGrom, 1-1. Heading to Miami, we'll have it tomorrow sometime, I would say. Probably midday, maybe before midday. We'll see what happens. If it's a real nice day tomorrow, there's a chance I won't play at all. I know it's going to rain 2 or 3 days this week. I'm going to try to get a fishing video in very, very soon. I've not been fishing now in about 2.5, 3 weeks, and I've only done the creek one time, and I want to redo it. I want to get everything. I want to erase everything off my card and get it out there, and I really want to catch some fish. Probably go by myself, but I may take my brother with me. If I take my brother with me, you guys will really like him. He's very enjoyable. Very good fisherman too. He's not bad, and you'll see real quick why I like to take him fishing with me. He's really enjoyable, and he's just overall good guy. Till I'll see you again, my name's Rob. Thanks so much for watching my channel. God bless. Have a great week, and till I'll see you again. Be safe and be good to one another.